This meeting is being recorded.
सलाम अलैकुम। आज का ध्यानांश लूका अध्याय 3 यूहन्ना का संदेश, the message of John the Baptist. We see several Johns in the Bible, and John the Baptist is exceptional. John the Baptist received testimony from Jesus Christ himself, and Jesus Christ, while speaking about John the Baptist, said, "There is none greater than John the Baptist that women have begotten." Means there is no man born of woman who is greater than John the Baptist. In one word, he is such a great person. Yet, Jesus added, yet the least in the heaven is greater than John the Baptist. That is the standard of heaven we are talking of. So it's not so easy to inherit heaven. It's not so easy to enter heaven. The least in heaven will be greater than John the Baptist. You can imagine. That is the standard of heaven we are talking of. And apart from John the Baptist, there is another remarkable person by name John, and he is one among the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ. And he is called the apostle of love, and the most youngest of all the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. And John, the apostle, is used to lean on the bosom of Jesus Christ. So you should be very, very careful when you read about John in the Bible. You should never get confused. There is John the Baptist, there is John the Apostle. John the Baptist is different from John the Apostle. In Matthew chapter 3, we are reading about John the Baptist, born of Zechariah and Elizabeth in their old age, in the fulfillment of promise given to them. Today we see so many parents without children after many years of marriage. Even there are many couples without marriage even up to their old age. If a married couple are not blessed with children, they are very much concerned, isn't it? Likewise, we see in the Bible there are many instances where married couples are very much sorrowful because they do not have any child. One such example is of Zechariah and Elizabeth. Zechariah is the high priest, and in old age, both Zechariah and Elizabeth were in their old age and they do not have children. There, I'll tell one story. While I was a faculty at JSCIAR University, it happened that all good things will come to an end. So my contract also came to an end at JSCIAR University, and I was teaching on my last day. And in that class, one of the students told me, "Sir, आज आप हमें कुछ नहीं पढ़ाएंगे, बल्कि आप एक स्टोरी, कहानी सुनाएंगे." That means, sir, today, it being your last day in this university, you will not teach anything to us, but you should tell us a story. Because the students, of course, even though they are graduate students, they love me very much. Especially, they love my stories. So they wanted me to tell a story. Yeah, So we know very well the stories that our parents and our grandparents used to tell us during the bedtime while we go to bed. Nowadays, that beauty is lost. We used to sit and sleep under open sky in the open air in our backyard or front yard or this yard, that yard. Now there is no front yard. Now there is no backyard. Everything is apartment culture. And once we are into our apartment, we see no sky, we see no stars. Gone are those beautiful old days, and those are the sweet memories of yesteryear. The bedtime stories, Chandamama, and all those beautiful things are gone, isn't it? Once we are into our apartment, we close our rooms. We do not really know whether our neighbor is alive or not. To such a state we have come because of this apartment culture. Yeah, but in olden days, means 3 decades ago or 4 decades ago, at least. In my childhood, we are really fortunate that we enjoyed the bedtime stories by parents and grandparents, and we do enjoyed the beautiful fresh breeze in open air, sleeping and looking at the stars and admiring the creation. Now, who is looking at the moon? We really do not have the leisure, no? We really do not have the leisure, we really do not have the calm, peace in mind to look at the stars, to look at the moon, and wonder at the creation of God, isn't it? It's so easy. Okay. And things will be rapidly changing with the advent of artificial intelligence. So long we are in the arena of nanotechnology, biotechnology, information technology, another technology is coming up, that is artificial information, and many other advances are happening in science and technology rapidly at a very, very rapid pace. Remember, most of the breakthroughs in science and technology have taken place during the war time, whether it is First World War or Second World War, and now we are in the Third World War period. So, tremendous breakthroughs in science and technology are taking place, whether we like or not, and our eyes should be open, especially to the happenings in Jerusalem. Moving forward, Yehuna ka Sandesh, the message of John. John means John the Baptist, not John the Apostle. We should never get confused. That is why experienced teachers should share with us so that there will not be any confusion. Yehuna ka Sandesh. Tiberius, Kaiser के शासन के 15वें साल, 15 means 15, अभ्यास ही गुरु है. We need to practice to master any art, whether it is linguistics, whether it is faith. We need to practice. Jesus practiced holiness. If Jesus were to practice holiness, being the Son of God, being born in a very different way, unlike the birth of any human being, how much more we need to practice holiness. Anyway, these virtues are of no use these days. Moving forward, it doesn't mean that we should forego our virtues because our virtues are of no use. टिबेरियस कैसर के शासन के 15वें साल में जब यहूदिया का राज्यपाल पुन्तियुस पिलातुस था और उस प्रदेश के 14 भाग के राजाओं में हेरोदेस गलील का, उसका भाई फिलिपुस इतुरैया और त्रकोनितिस का, तथा लिसानियास अबिलेने का अधीनस्थ शासक था, और यूहन्ना तथा कैफा महायाजक थे. महायाजक मीन्स हाई प्रीस्ट. तभी जकरिया के पुत्र यूहन्ना के पास जंगल में परमेश्वर का वचन पहुंचा. Then the word of the Lord has come to John, the son of Zechariah. This is one of the remarkable thing of the Bible. The Bible is very, very clear. When a name is said, for example, John, for example, Noon, for example, Caleb, there can be many Indra, isn't it? Son of. That is why we say family name. Indra, Neel, Pulidindi means this person belongs to a place called Pulidindi where his ancestors resided. It's the father of this John. That is being clearly told. That is the beauty of the Bible. I learned much of my writing skills from Bible so that my writings are clear. John means it's not very clear, it's not very specific. John, the son of Zacharias, means it's very, very clear. That is how we need to be writing our historical writings, scientific writings, news. We need to be very, very clear and avoid possible confusions. का वचन पहुंचा, परमेश्वर का वचन पहुंचा. सो यर्दन के आसपास के समूचे क्षेत्र में घूम घूम कर वह पापों की क्षमा के लिए मन फिराव के हेतु बैप्तिस्मा का प्रचार करने लगा. भविष्यवक्ता यशायाह के वचनों की पुस्तक में जैसा लिखा है, किसी का जंगल में पुकारता हुआ शब्द, प्रभु के लिए मार्ग तैयार करो, प्रिपेयर द वे बिफोर द लॉर्ड, और उसके लिए राहें सीधी करो. हर घाटी भर दी जाएगी. Again, here there is something called valley. All valleys will be filled. This reminds me of the beautiful quote by John Wesley. John Wesley is a great evangelist, and he summarizes his evangelical work in just one quote, and it's like this. John Wesley says, "My spirit, I'm just a spirit hovering over a wide gulf, finding my way home." He summarizes literally the crux of life and its objective and its purpose in one quote: I'm just a spirit. He focuses that I'm not the physical being of flesh and blood. No. The invisible inward being is the spirit. That is everlasting. That lives forever, whether in eternal condemnation or in eternity with God in heaven. Everlasting John. So he identifies who he is. And he also identifies from where he has come and where he is going and what need to be overcome. And John Wesley writes like this: I am just a spirit hovering over a wide gulf, finding my way home. Home means a place belonging to us. He knows from where he has come. His spirit knows that he has come from heaven and he has to return to heaven. And within this short span of lifetime on the planet Earth, he has to prove his allegiance to the one who has sent him, and then he has to cross the barrier, the life's final battle, the death, isn't it? Yes. हर घाटी भर दी जाएगी और हर पहाड़ और पहाड़ी सपाट हो जाएंगे. टेढ़ी मेढ़ी और उबड़ खाबड़ राहें समतल कर दी जाएंगी और सभी लोग परमेश्वर के उद्धार का दर्शन करेंगे. यूहन्ना उससे बपतिस्मा लेने आए अपार जन समूह से कहता, अरे सांप के बच्चों, तुम्हें किसने चेता दिया है? Who has warned you, the brood of vipers? कि तुम आने वाले क्रोध से बच निकलो. परिणामों द्वारा तुम्हें प्रमाण देना होगा कि वास्तव में तुम्हारा मन फिरा है, और आपस में यह कहना तक आरंभ मत करो कि इब्राहिम हमारा पिता है. मैं तुमसे कहता हूं कि परमेश्वर इब्राहिम के लिए इन पत्थरों से भी बच्चे पैदा करा सकता है. पेड़ों की जड़ों पर हलकाड़ा कुल्हाड़ा पेड़ों की जड़ों पर कुल्हाड़ा रखा जा चुका है, और हर उस पेड़ को जो उत्तम फल नहीं देता काट गिराया जाएगा. All the trees that doesn't give good fruit will be cut off, एंड फिर उसे आग में झोंक दिया जाएगा. We should examine whether we are the tree giving good fruit or bad fruit. A tree is known by its fruit. What we are is known by our fruit. तब भीड़ ने उससे पूछा जो हमें तब भीड़ ने उससे पूछा तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए. उत्तर में उसने उनसे कहा जिस किसी के पास दो कुत्ते हो वह उन्हें जिसके पास न हो उनके साथ बांट ले और जिसके पास भोजन हो वह भी ऐसा ही करे. फिर उन्होंने उससे पूछा हे गुरु हमें क्या करना चाहिए. इस पर उसने उनसे कहा जितना चाहिए उससे अधिक एकत्र मत करो. डू नॉट accumulate too much that you doesn't require. In fact, this is the exact problem that we see. People are accumulating for generations in Panama banks, in Swiss banks, what not in every bank. But when I travel from India to Israel, Chennai to Turkey, and then Turkey to Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv, of course. Yes, Tel Aviv is the capital of Israel. I hardly could take 26 kilos with me, depending on the airlines, the amount of luggage that we can carry varies 26 to 30 or even 35, not more than that. If we carry any amount of weight extra, we need to pay. There is a limit. We are not permitted to carry our currency, our apartments, our gold, silver to heaven. Asur, forbidden. The Syrian ruler, Assad, when he was leaving behind people in turmoil, in insecurity, when he was leaving Syria, foreseeing invasion, he accumulated so many billions of dollars money and precious belongings, and then moved to some foreign nation to protect himself. But the true king, Jesus Christ, gave his life as a ransom for your sake, for my sake. So, this is the time of Lenten season, and we have to remember the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, and all those that believe in Jesus Christ will be saved. So, उसने उन्हें बताया बलपूर्वक किसी से धन मत लो, किसी पर झूठा दोष मत लगाओ. डू नॉट गिव फॉल्स विटनेस. अपने वेतन में संतोष करो. लोग जब बड़ी आशा के साथ बाट जोह रहे थे और यूहन्ना के बारे में अपने मन में यह सोच रहे थे कि कहीं यही तो मसीह नहीं है, तभी यूहन्ना ने यह कहते हुए उन सबको उत्तर दिया मैं तो तुम्हें जैसे बपतिस्मा दे रहा हूं, किंतु वह जो मुझसे अधिक सामर्थ्यवान है आ रहा है, मैं उसके जूतों की तनी खोलने योग्य भी नहीं हूं. वह तुम्हें पवित्र आत्मा और अग्नि द्वारा बपतिस्मा देगा. वह तुम्हें पवित्र आत्मा और अग्नि द्वारा बपतिस्मा देगा. I am giving you baptism in water, but the one that is coming behind me, whose shoes I'm not worthy to untie, whose slippers I am not worthy to untie, is going to give you baptism in the Holy Spirit and in fire. John the Baptist is talking about Jesus Christ. उसके हाथ में पटकने की डांगी है जिससे वह अनाज को भूसे से अलग कर अपने कलिहान में, नॉट कलिस्तान, कलिहान में उठा कर रखता है, किंतु वह भूसे को इसी आग में झोंक देगा जो कभी नहीं बुझने वाले हैं. This is regarding the hell. Those that choose to disobey God and to follow the evil, Satan, their destiny is hell. Hell is real. Hell is as real as the existence of Israel. Heaven is as real as the existence of Israel. इस प्रकार ऐसे ही और बहुत से शब्दों से वह उन्हें समझाते हुए सुसमाचार सुनाया करता था. यूहन्ना के कार्य की समाप्ति. बाद में यूहन्ना ने उस चौदाई प्रदेश के अधीनस्थ राजा हेरोदस को उसके भाई की पत्नी हेरोदियास के साथ उसके बुरे संबंधों और उसके दूसरे बुरे कर्मों के लिए डांटा फटकारा। इस पर हेरोदस ने यूहन्ना को बंदी बनाकर जो कुछ कुकर्म उसने किए थे उनमें एक कुकर्म और जोड़ लिया, यूहन्ना द्वारा यीशु को बपतिस्मा। ऐसा हुआ कि जब सब लोग बपतिस्मा ले रहे थे तो यीशु ने भी बपतिस्मा लिया, और जब यीशु प्रार्थना कर रहा था तभी आकाश खुल गया और पवित्र आत्मा एक कबूतर का देह धारण कर उस पर नीचे उतरा। द होली स्पिरिट testified that Jesus Christ is indeed the Son of God। और आकाशवाणी हुई कि तू मेरा प्रिय पुत्र है, मैं तुझसे बहुत प्रसन्न हूँ। यू आर माई beloved son in whom I am well pleased। यूसुफ की वंश परंपरा, द genealogy of Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus Christ। यीशु ने जब अपना सेवक कार्य आरंभ किया तो वह स्वयं लगभग 30 वर्ष का था। When Jesus Christ started his ministry, he was 30 years old। ऐसा सोचा गया कि वह एली के बेटे यूसुफ का पुत्र था। एली को मत्तात, एली एली जो मत्तात का, मत्तात जो लेवी का, लेवी जो मलकी का, मलकी जो यन्ना का, यन्ना जो यूसुफ का, यूसुफ जो मतियास का, मतियास जो आमोस का, आमोस जो नहुम का, नहुम जो असल्याह का, असल्याह जो नोगह का, नोगह जो मात का, मात जो मतित्याह का, मतित्याह जो शिमी का, शिमी जो योसेक का, योसेक जो योदाह का, योदाह जो यूनान का, यूनान जो रेसा का, रेसा जो जरुब्बाबेल का, जरुब्बाबेल जो Shealtiel ka. Again, Shealtiel and Zerubbabel are very precious names. Shealtiel is the one that God has used to build the temple of God। Shealtiel जो नेरी का, नेरी जो मलकी का, मलकी जो अद्दी का, अद्दी जो कोसाम का, कोसाम जो एलमदाम का, एलमदाम जो एर का, एर जो यहोशुआ का, यहोशुआ यहोशुआ जो एलियाजर का, एलियाजर जो योरीम का, योरीम जो मत्तात का, मत्तात जो लेवी का, लेवी जो शमोन का, शमोन जो यहूदा का, यहूदा जो यूसुफ का, यूसुफ जो योनान का, योनान जो इलियाकीम का, इलियाकीम जो मिलिया का, मिलिया जो मिन्ना का, मिन्ना जो मत्तात का, मत्तात जो नतान का, नतान जो दाऊद का, दावीद जो यिशै का, द फादर ऑफ दावीद, यिशै, यिशै जो ओबेद का, ओबेद जो बोआज का, बोआज। We hear of the generosity, compassion, and love of Boaz for Ruth in the book of Ruth। बोआज जो सलमोन का, सलमोन जो नहशोन का, नहशोन जो अमीनादाब का, अमीनादाब जो आदमीन का, आदमीन जो अरनी का, अरनी जो हिस्रोन का, हिस्रोन जो फिरिस का, फिरिस जो यहूदा का, यहूदा जो याकूब का, याकूब जो इसहाक का, इसहाक को, इसहाक जो इब्राहिम का, इब्राहिम जो तेरह का। Again, we have come near Abraham। We always find fault with those that worship idols, worship idolaters we call and blame. What are we? Don't we have idols in our heart? Before accusing anybody, we should examine others. But God looks differently. Terah was preparing idols, but God did not find fault with Terah, but find compassion in Terah. And God wanted Terah to know the true God and called the son of Terah, Abraham, to be the father of faithful. The stone that the builders have rejected has become the cornerstone, isn't it? We reject people saying that many things, whatever comes to our mouth, but God doesn't look outward appearances. So do not misjudge. Be cautious before blaming others, before finding it fault with others. What are you? Terah was just making the idols, but God felt pity on him and called his son Abraham and made him the father of the faithful. Where are we from? We should never forget our origins. Aren't we the sinners? Did Jesus not die for us to make us free from sin? Should we not show the same pity for those that are in sin? तेरा जो नाहोर जो सरूप जो रऊ जो फिलिप का, फिलिप जो एबीर जो शिलह जो केनान जो अरफक्षद जो शेम का. Again we have come to Noah. See the beauty of the Bible. Not even a single name was forgot. See, your names are engraved on my palm. Chudumo na arachitala ninu chekukuni unnanu. That's what God is God, isn't it? He is not man. Shame jo Noah jo Limik jo Matushila jo Hanok jo Irid ka. Methuselah is very special because here we see something about Nimrod along with Methuselah. Nimrod is the fastest athlete. And then Hanok is very special because Hanok walked with God for how many years? All through his life. Hanok walked with God for 365 years. Can anyone believe? Sir, आज आपका आखिरी दिन है, हमारे लिए एक कहानी बताइए. This is what my students want from me. They want me to tell them stories. Yeah, Hanok is a beautiful person. The story of Hanok is worth learning. Hanok lived for 365 years. There used to be a journalist, and the journalist asked a person in South Africa that has lived for 117 years, very recently. And he has the record of being the world longest lived person. And the journalist asked the South American like this, sir, you are the person with longevity, world longest living person with long life among all the people in the world. And we want to ask you, what is the secret of your longevity? Then the person raises his hand up and shows, not me, but God. It's God. Like any African deprived of basic amenities, prone to poverty, I do not have special, my laptop charge come for let me put it to charge. Yeah, this is the problem. We are not self-sustaining, isn't it? Our devices too. Of course, I am self-sustaining because I am abiding in Jesus Christ. My laptop is not self-sustaining, needs recharge. So let me charge because, my video may be stopped. We were talking about Hanok, and the story of Hanok is very interesting. Yes. Hanok jo इरिद जो महलेल जो कैनान जो एनोश जो शेत जो आदम का. Again we have come to the first man, that is Adam. और आदम जो परमेश्वर का पुत्र था. आज का बाइबल पठन समाप्त हो गया. शलोम.